May no be in vain.
So we are looking at how you can make money selling sweet potatoes. Now, if you're watching this video, depending on where you are, let me say your state or your community where you are, if you're watching the video from a community that don't produce sweet potato but consume it a lot, it means it's a product that you can trade and make a lot of money. And if you're watching this video, you're from a community where you have excess of sweet potato, it also means you can also trade, that is, try to move it from where you have in abundance to a community that does not have, most especially to our urban centers, and you make a lot of money. Now, without wasting your time, let me give you a breakdown. I visited the market myself. I met farmers who are into this business myself, and I asked questions because I needed to make this video for you. My goal is to make sure everyone has a business doing. So if you don't have the capital, you don't have the land to rent, then start cultivating these commodities yourself, you should be able to trade in them, buy them and resell and make your own money. So if you don't have the money to say, okay, you will build a structure, build a warehouse, there are ways you can make money in agriculture. And this is why I have dedicated my channel in teaching you how you can start trading and making big money in agriculture. So let's break this business down. How is it possible, or how can you make nothing less than 1,420,000 naira per truck of sweet potatoes? Now, someone who is watching this video and is from a community that have a lot of sweet potatoes, he might be surprised and be wondering, is it possible that I can make such an amount of money on the commodity that I already have in our community wasting? Stay connected and watch this video to the end, and you are going to learn. So I took out time, I went to Kaduna. Now, Kaduna is one of the highest sweet potato producing state in Nigeria. So I took out time when I wanted to make this video. I visited a few community, a few markets in Kaduna where they produce a lot of sweet potato. I met some farmers, I met some traders, so that I can gather all the information that I need, so that when I'm giving you data here, it's not just hearsay, but I'm getting the information from farmers. It's not just me browsing online to give you figures. I went there in the market. So let me explain to you. In Kaduna State, where I went, I've wrote all the figures here that you need to know here on my tab, and I'll be sharing them with you so we all be on the same page. Now, how much is a bag of sweet potato in Kaduna State currently? As at the time I was in the market, and also as at yesterday, the price was 5,000 naira per bag. 5,000 naira per bag. I'm going to attach a video of this bag for you so you don't make mistake. Now, a truck load can move 250 to 300 bags. I met drivers there that load to Lagos, Ibadan, that loads to Port Harcourt, they load to Onitsha, they load to Benin, different parts, they load to Kano, they load to different states in Nigeria. And some of them even transport it outside of Nigeria to our neighboring countries. So if maybe you're from Ghana, you're from Togo, Benin Republic, Niger, Chad, and you need sweet potato, it's easier for us to send it to you there. So a truck can move 250 to 300 bags depending on the size of the sweet potatoes. Now, those bags, we have different sizes of bags. We have ones that are bigger, but average bag, a truck, depending also on the truck, but we're looking at this truck that I'm going to attach the video, can load 250 to 300 bags. Now, if you're buying a bag of sweet potato for 5,000 and you want to buy a truckload, it therefore means you will need 1,250,000 to buy at least 250 bags. So listen to this video again. Now, a truck will charge you delivery to say Lagos or Benin or Port Harcourt around 1 million, let's say 800 to 1 million naira. But we're going to bench our calculation here on 1 million naira. So a truck will move 300 bags of sweet potato to your state for 1 million 800 to 1 million, but let's leave it for 1 million. Now, if you add up the 1 million naira and you also add up the cost of purchase of 250 bags, it means you're going to have around 2,330,000. So another cost you are also going to incur in the market. When I asked question, they told me that those boys that are going to load the sweet potato on the truck, they charge 300 per bag. Of course, you can also negotiate this with them. So if this is a business that you want to go into, you can always visit the market, negotiate with them. So though they charge 300 per bag, but you can negotiate. Now, they charge you 300 per bag. If you multiply that by at least 250 bag, it means you are going to pay loading 75,000 naira. Listen to this video again. 75,000 naira for loading. So let's run down the cost. Bag 5,000. You're buying 250 bag. It means you're using 1,250,000 to purchase. You're paying 1 million for truck. Then you're paying 75,000 for loading. Now, final cost of 250 bag is 2,330,000 naira, right? So you bought 250 bags. Now, divide 250 bags by 2,330,000. It therefore means you bought each bag for 9,320 naira. Extremely cheap for a full bag of sweet potato. If you're watching this video, be doing your maths in your head, and I expect you to also go to your market and do the research, ask questions, go to those markets. How much are they selling one bag? Based on my own survey, I've made that request on my Facebook, and the information I got from people, there are some places where they are buying this, they are selling this same bag for 20,000, 15 to 20,000, based on what I got. It might be more than that, but let's peg it at say 15,000 naira per bag. Now, if you buy for 9,320 and you're able to sell for 15,000 for 250 bag, it means your total sales will be 3,750,000 naira. If you minus 3,750,000 from your cost of purchase, it means you are going to have 1,420,000 as your net profit. Now, looking at it critically, let's assume you don't even make over 1.4 million. Let's assume you make just 500,000. For me, it's big money, because if you can turn 4 trucks or 5 trucks or 6 trucks per week, guess how much you're going to make. Now, it might not be that easy for you to turn that volume, depending on where you are, depending on your marketing strategy. But if I'm in your shoes and I don't have any business that I'm doing, and there is demand for sweet potato in my community or in my state, I'll give my all to it. But before you look at those figures and start making investment decision, like I always do, I want to share with you some of the likely challenges you are going to face in this business, so you don't just make your decision based on the profit I say you are going to make. Because of course, business is not straight line. Challenges are there. So what are the challenges you are going to face? The first one is logistic. Getting a truck is not always easy, though it's doable. And what we normally do is that before you buy the sweet potato, I already have contact of guys in those markets. You let them, they will speak with drivers, arrange a truck for you that will move it to your location. Now, another challenge you're going to face is reliable suppliers. Oh my God. This is a major one, because I don't want you to be traveling, say from Benin or Warri or anywhere, coming to Kaduna every day or every week to come and buy sweet potato. It doesn't make sense. So you need a network of people in Kaduna who are going to be supplying you with the sweet potatoes. And the only way you can do that is if you have reliable people that will be doing that business for you. And I have a solution for you in terms of that. Another challenge you are going to face is availability of this product. Remember, it's a seasonal product. Not like you will not see it after this season, but the availability will also reduce. Of course, the price will also increase for you and many other persons. Now, how can you start this business? Someone who have gone through those figures, you have used your pen, you punch your calculator, you saw that okay, the profit margin is good. Then how are you going to start? First thing first, you need suppliers. And what I've been able to do for you, I say the best approach to this is for you to join the Billionaire Farmer Agro Sales Network. Now, this is a community where we have structured people from different states of this country. We have people from the east, people from south, people from northern Nigeria. They are in this group. All we are doing is building a network of suppliers in such a way that if you need a commodity that is in, say, Akwa Ibom, and you're in Kano, you don't need to travel to Akwa Ibom to get. We have reliable people in that community that can supply to you. Now, likewise, this sweet potato, I have a network of suppliers, 2 reliable people that met, that we have done business together. And I also have people that I met in the market. We discuss. These are the people that I now have in my network. They are members of this community. When you join this community and you need any number of bags that you need, maybe 10 bags, 20 bags, 50 bags, you just place an order from them and they will supply this sweet potato to you. Now, it's not just Kaduna alone that produces this sweet potato. You can buy from Jos, you can buy from Kaduna, you can buy from Benue, Kwara State, Bauchi, many other states. So maybe I did not call the name of your state. You will be like, and we also have in my state. Yes, we have. But the largest are Kaduna State, Kano State, Niger State, Benue State, Kwara State, Bauchi State. They have in large quantity. What will be your marketing strategy? This is another thing you have to consider. So let's assume you're someone who has never done this business before. You're just a complete beginner. How are you going to approach the marketing of this product? Now, sourcing I've explained for you. We have a community where you can join and always get the goods supplied to your state. But how are you going to market? Because you will not just order 250 bags, then keep it in your warehouse and be looking for people to come and carry 1 bag, 2 bags. Because remember, it's a perishable product. So you need to have a very solid marketing strategy. And I always tell people that we are developing in age. So you need to approach business with a sharp mindset. Now, one of the best business model that have been helping me and many other of my mentees is pre-order model. How does this work? Very simple. Let's assume you're from Lagos and you want to be selling this product. How are you going to do? You get a group of women that need sweet potato, or a group of maybe people who fry this sweet potato by the roadside restaurant. You get them and you let them know that okay, you're bringing so and so volume of sweet potato in town. How many bags do you need? Maybe customer A will say I need 20 bags. Customer B will say I need 5. Customer C will say I need 10. Now, coming to this market, you mustn't buy a full truck load. Why I always recommend food truck is that you can control the truck. The truck will be able to deliver on your own terms to your doorstep. But if you're combining with other trucks, maybe they might drop it in a location where you have to also spend transport again to go and pick. So let's assume you're buying from Lagos. Most of the time they'll stop in Berger. So people will now have to move from maybe Aja or Ekpe. Then you come and pick 10 bags and transport it back to Ekpe. So sometimes you feel that the price will be very high for you at the end of the day. So let's assume you're from Port Harcourt. They can only stop at OME market. Some of you that are from Port Harcourt, you know OME very well. That is where they will stop. So if you're from, say, what is this name? I don't know much about Port Harcourt. I spent just few days there. But let's say you're from what is it called? Ah, those far places, then you come to OME market to come and pick maybe one bag. It doesn't make sense. So you need a bulk. Maybe in your estate, you speak to people there. We are coming with this thing. Can you place order? See the price, see the video, see how this product is. Before you know, you will gather maybe 100 people or maybe 10 people that need up to 100 bags. Some of them will make payment, per payment. Then you, so that it will validate that they are going to buy. You don't do pre-order just on audio. No. If you are doing pre-order, I prefer that people book money. Maybe you need 10 bags, you can pay for 5 bags. Or maybe you need 100 bags, pay for 50 bags or pay for 60 bags. Let me know that I'm sure that if I should maybe borrow money from somewhere else to bring it down, you are going to pay the remaining balance. Then you are good to go. So pre-order model is one of the best model you are going to use. So let's assume you have your own cash, but still you have to approach it with this method. Or you have other people who are buying in your market, you can share to them. Those women in the market, some of them buy one bag and then cut it back and sell in rubber penters or basket. You know them, you can supply to them. So it's a very solid business that if you approach it well, you'll be making nothing less than, let's say in worst case, 500k per truck. Or let's say if you're just doing small volume, you should be making nothing less than 5,000 per bag. So if you do 10 bags, you know that okay, 5,000 by 10, that is your net profit. If you're doing 100 bags, say okay, 5,000 by 100 bags, that is your profit. So it's a big commodity. And why I'm making this video, because when I visited, I saw a lot of farmers. They were like celebrating me. Thank you, sir. And please try and bring a market for us. Many of them, if you go there and you're serious, you might even buy less than 5,000 per bag. Believe me, because they have it a lot. This is something that everybody is producing. And remember, if you don't buy these things, they will waste. Apart from that, many farmers need money urgent. Some of them took loans on input and other things to cultivate this product. So they need to sell to make money. So you coming from the other end, you provide the money for them, you pick this product, you sell. There are many other byproducts you can even do. Maybe slice and dry and sell. There are so many things. So I'll make separate video on value addition to this product. Of course, transporting it from Kaduna to your state is equally value addition. But let's also look at processing this thing. I have one of my mentees. She's processing this to sweet potato flour. It's very, very, very fantastic. They use it for bread, cake, and many other byproducts. So all you have to do is to settle down, do your research. Maybe you come with a group of friends, invest money into moving this product. Maybe within this cycle from now to December, you guys will make a lot of money. It's a very sweet product. People are making big money from it. I know someone in Benin who told me he was making big money from this product. Sometimes he will have orders before the sweet potato comes in. They have paid. One of the reasons why he stopped was that he fell into the hand of scammers. That is why I'm saying you have to be member of the Billionaire Farmer Agro Sales Network. There you will not be scammed. You pay money for your product, you get delivered to you sharp. No stories, quality only. So go ahead and join the community. Of course, if you don't want to join, because it's paid community, is not free. So if you don't want to join, you don't want to pay money for the community, no problem. I can also link you to people there. You go to the market yourself, do your bargaining yourself, pay for the product yourself, look for the vehicle. Of course, we can help you get a vehicle and move the product to your state or your community, sell and make your own money. So this is one of the information I decided to bring to you. So even if you're not interested, why not share this video? Maybe someone in your cycle might be interested in investing money. They are looking for where to invest money. This is a good product that they can put their money in. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new here, subscribe to this channel, search this channel, watch more videos so you can know how to make money in agriculture. Thank you. I remain Denison, your billionaire farmer.